All right, so just to bring you up to speed, if you missed the last video, we've got the GT Clubsport side mount modifications. We've got the PC tray, so we're gonna be able to mount a PC on the back here. And I know you say, Anthony, you've got a laptop, you don't need a PC tray. Well, I could probably use the PC tray for the laptop at this time, but we've got a PC, a gaming PC coming, so it'll be put to good use. And then under that, we've got our Fanatec CSL load cell brake kit. That is something I've been really excited to get installed. Let's start with the easiest one first, and that's probably going to be the side supports. All right, so we've got each one of our arms. Now they only go one way. You'll notice that there's beveled holes on one side and non-beveled holes on the other. The beveled holes go on the top. So you cannot put these on backwards. If you put them on backwards, these holes are wider than these holes, so you can only put them on one way. And slide them into place. And then once that's done, you go ahead and insert. There's two bolt types you'll get in the kit. One has a beveled end to go on the beveled top, and then you've got a flat base head, and that'll go on the bottom. So we'll go ahead and get all of our bolts installed by hand. And then for the bottom ones, you go ahead and install one of your curved washers for each bolt hole. These Allen keys, you know, especially if you do take them off and remove them, Allen keys, in my experience, are the easiest bolts to bolt type to strip. So, and then we'll just tighten them all down. I didn't see any instructions or a torque spec anywhere, but again, I mean, we're not bolting, you know, a wheel onto a car or anything. So I would just get them snug, and once they bottom out, go ahead and just give them like another, you know, like quarter of a turn or so. And once the top bolts are done, don't forget to do the bolts on the bottom. And then we also got our T-nuts. These have T-slots, 3 of them, one on the bottom, one on the back side, and one on the top. So, and probably about 10 inches of room. And to install them, you simply take out this end cap and put them in. They're really, really nice. They've got like this spring on the back side of them, so they don't just like flop around in there. So they stay exactly where you put them, or they at least provide, you know, some resistance to turning. And verify they can go all the way around that kink. So really cool. I'll probably just put them all in the same one for now until I have a use for them. And that is how they look on the cockpit. Really sturdy, no issues of flex or deflection or creaking. They're pretty solid. Really like them. Look forward to seeing what we're going to use them for. All right, let's do the PC tray now. So we've got the 4 main pieces unpackaged now. You're going to find the big one, and then you're going to find 2 side brackets, and then this rearward one, or one that's going to face forward of the GT Clubsport cockpit. What you're going to do is you're going to mount these 2 holes with the supplied hardware on here on these side brackets. We're going to do that now. The only thing really to pay attention with here is you've got beveled holes, so you're going to be using the hardware with the beveled edge, not the flathead. Once you've got them tightened down as much as you can by hand using the supplied wrench and Allen key, go ahead and tighten these down. You want to try and keep these at a 90-degree angle. So there is the finished product there. Now we can go ahead and get it lined up with here. You're going to install, again, 2 more beveled bolts, and you're going to line it up in this slot. Now this slot is so that you can loosen the nuts underneath and extend or retract this like so. Once we put it together, we'll show you a better view of that. All right, so the idea is this: if you got a PC that requires that much space, you use that space. If you want to extend it, you can. And then there's also more bolt holes on the side that you have to install to allow it to slide. But we're going to put everything in by hand. So we're going to get these bolts installed and lined up in these 2 holes, and then there's 2 more on the other side. Get everything installed, get all the nuts installed, and then go ahead and tighten everything down. I'm just going to leave it in the fully retracted position because we don't have the PC yet. We don't know how much room we're going to need. Once we get that done, we will get it installed. All right, we got everything secure. Everything is tight. Now we'll go ahead and get it installed on the sim rig. The bottom bolt on this upper bracket, that is going to go right here. And then these will slide on top and just rest the weight on the frame rails itself. So literally it is just only those 2 bolts holding this whole thing on. So that's a little interesting, but I mean, it is hard steel, so it's definitely strong, but interesting that there's, maybe they could have made the bracket, a little bit longer and, secure it with 4 bolts versus 2. But yeah, we'll get it on there and see what it looks like. All right, so just breaking those free. All right, these bolts are a little bit shorter. The kit comes with 2 more longer bolts to make up the difference. Now, we're gonna make sure our cables are definitely out of the way. We'll adjust those if needed. Alright, as long as it really just slides into one spot, you just get it to that one spot. Oh wow. This hood is pretty much like the perfect distance away. Whose idea was this? Look at that. I've got that. It's just sitting there. Alright, we've got both started. We'll go ahead and tighten down. Ah, dang it. The Allen key's so long you can't go all the way around with it. Alright. Our PC tray is mounted. So yeah, if we get any bigger of a PC, we're going to have to move this hood because we won't be able to extend this. But I don't think our PC is going to be too much bigger than that. I guess we'll find out when it shows up. But yeah, what do you guys think? So there is the GT Clubsport Cockpit PC mount. And then we've got our side mounts, guys. Looks really, really good. Really, really clean. Really, really modular. I really, really like it. And just like the side mounts, you'll have some extra hardware left over. Don't worry, not a big deal. We're gonna save the load cell brake kit for its own separate video. That way we can do a back-to-back driving, with the non-load cell and then with the load cell brake. All I can really say about the GT Clubsport Cockpit is I think it's really fantastic. You can buy just the base cockpit and then add on as you need or as you can afford to, but literally it shows up and you put it together and it needs nothing. You can get up and running. You might have to fabricate something or, use a bench or something in the meantime while you either save up for the PC tray or what have you, or whatever mods you want to do. It's got a shifter mount that we don't have. It's got a keyboard mount that we don't have. That's something that I'm definitely looking at getting in the future. But as far as the modularness of the cockpit and the sturdiness and the rigidness, I think it's fantastic. And we'll just add on things piece by piece. Now, if you'd like to directly support the channel at no additional cost, you can use our affiliate links in the description below. Those are a great way to potentially even save some money. Some of them have discount codes, some of them have just discounts built into the link, and those directly help out the channel. And again, it doesn't cost you anything additional. You're literally just getting straight savings by using those links. If you've got any questions about these 2 mods on the GT Clubsport Cockpit or anything else regarding the cockpit, again, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll get to those comments as soon as I see them pop up. But again, guys, thanks again for your support. Truly appreciate it. And we'll see you on the track.